2 syllables. That's what it's all about. Like, your child's name should have a lot of meaning and a lot of weight behind it. What is the freaking show called? What is it? So for that to be our first naming process, it kind of sets a high standard for the second name. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I am going to make a baby names that I love but won't be using. I've been so excited to make this video. This is like, I love baby names. I think baby names are just the best thing, and I'm the type of person that I think there's so much meaning behind a name. Like, I will look up a name and its meaning and its origin before I really consider it. That being said, all of these names here are, some of them I know the origin and like whether it's Irish or German or something like that, but a lot of them are like really cute, unique names that if I really was wanting to use, that I would look up the meaning later. So that being said, all of these names I'm not going to be using, I don't think, but I love them nonetheless. I've been keeping this list forever, and the reason that some of these names aren't being used is because, like, my husband does not agree with using them. So it has to be his idea. Is this anybody else? Is this just me? Like, it's gotta be a name that he almost comes up with. I don't know. I'm still not sure if he's completely on board with the name that we're using now. And it's interesting too because we don't know the gender and we're not gonna find out. So guys, I'm halfway baked. I cannot believe it, but I'm almost halfway. I'm almost 20 weeks. So I just heard her scream. What in, it's 1:30. She goes to nap usually at 12:30 every single day, and this is just like a perfect example of how the last like 3 weeks have been going for me. I'm sick all the time still, and I'm convinced that that's my body, my family, everybody in my family, like, they're sick the entire way through their pregnancy, and it's just miserable. But I'm so thankful. I'm so grateful that I am carrying this baby. I'm almost grateful for the sickness this time too, because it means that things are going correct. I feel like it's a good sign that I'm sick and I'm still sick. Like, I don't know. I just take peace from that. But anyways, let's get into the names. If you haven't already subscribed, do so below. I know I haven't been great at being on my schedule. I'm going to be, though. I have so many cool videos that I want to release. I really want to make is the old wives tale video about the gender prediction, because I'm not finding out the gender. So I think it'll be really interesting to see whether or not this can predict it. So yeah, let's get into the boy names first. I have 10 boy names and 10 girl names. So the first boy name, we could still be using this, so don't steal it. You can if you want to, but it's Rory. I just think, like, Rory is an Irish name and I'm very Irish, and our daughter, her name's Riley, and Rory and Riley, I just think it's really cute. I love it. So I have always thought of it as a first name, not a middle name. And yeah, if we have a boy specifically, I really think that we will consider Rory at the top of our list. So that's my #1 name for you guys in terms of boy names. The second boy name that I have is Conan, and this is also an Irish name. I love Irish names because I'm so Irish, but a lot of people tie this to Conan O'Brien, and I think I would too. Like, I don't think I could name my little boy that because of Conan O'Brien. I'm just like, everyone's gonna make fun of him for that, and I don't want to raise a kid that has a hard name to pronounce. Like, nobody can say it. I want them to have a unique, cute, like, name that can age, that is not like something that somebody will make fun of. And of course, you know, if somebody wants to make fun of you, they're gonna find a way. But yeah, Conan I think is cute. Sullivan, another Irish name. I think Sullivan is so cute. I love the name Sully. I also think this is really cute for a girl. It's not on my girl list, but I think it's one of those really cool ones that can interchange between genders. Rhodes, Rhodes. I love the name Rhodes because it was one of the cities that we visited in Greece on our honeymoon. So if you look up like the map of Greece, excuse me, it's an island. It's not a city. But Rhodes is an island in Greece, and it's just like this tiny little thing, and I just think it would be like nostalgic and have a lot of meaning for my husband and I, which is fun. The next name is Miles, and I feel like Miles Teller kind of became big, and this name has kind of phased out a little bit more than I think I thought it might when I wrote this down in high school. But I really think that name is so cute, so special. Sawyer. Sawyer's next, and I really wanted to name our first baby Sawyer if our baby was a boy. I think it's also kind of like Sullivan where you can interchange it and it could be a girl name. But for Sawyer, I think it's such a strong boy name. It's classic, and I just feel like it's never gonna go out of style. But yeah, you like what you like, you know? Reed is so cute. I just think Reed is like that really sweet boy that just like is super cute, but like everyone wants to secretly date him, but he's also just like the most tender guy, and like, you know, he has your best heart at interest, and I love the name Reed. Porter. Porter's really cute. Like, I think Porter is a strong name, but it's not one of those like douchey guys, you know. I don't want to raise like a name with a douchiness attached to it. So yeah, Porter, pretty cute. Camden, I like the name Camden. I feel like it's kind of been in, kind of been out. It's not as unique as it used to be, but I still think it's really, like, it's a strong name and it could age well. And then my last boy name is Anders. Anders. And obviously you could spell it however you want, but I just think Anders is something that is really creative, really unique, but it's not one of those names that is really hard to say. Like, the teacher is not going to mess that up when they're doing roll call in class. So on to my girl names. These are special because I have a baby girl, so I know what it's like to have a baby and have that name be in full effect, and just how much it matches your child. Like, it comes to life, and it's really cool. So my first girl name is Riley, obviously. Riley is honestly, it's become a lot more common too. So this was a hard decision for, you know, my husband and I to make, but it was the only name that we agreed on. And it's also my grandmother's maiden name. So we spelled it the way that my grandmother did. And that's Reilly. And it's hard because I feel like she may get made fun of for, you know, the O'Reilly Auto Parts. Yeah, we live in Colorado. I don't know if O'Reilly Auto Parts. O'Reilly Auto Parts is everywhere, but it's in Colorado, and yeah, I hope she doesn't get made fun of for that. But I still think Riley is really cute, and yeah, it's totally her. It's her personality. Another thing that was really special and that just like made this a really like, this is her name moment was when I realized that Riley has the same meaning as Kelsie, and that's my name. So it means brave. And I just thought, like, when I found out our names had the same meaning, and she's my first daughter, I was like, it's gotta be it. Like, we cannot name her anything else. And it's kind of unique that you have a girl's name that means brave and is Irish and like has all this history. It just, everything kind of came together. And so for that to be our first naming process, it kind of sets a high standard for the second name. But yeah, I think that's what it's all about. Like, your child's name should have a lot of meaning and a lot of weight, and they should feel proud of it. They should have a story to tell somebody when they're like, oh yeah, my name is this, and like, this is why. I just think that's so cool. So on to my second name. It's Noah. My husband hates this name, like, for a girl. It's Noa, so I spell it kind of untraditionally. I think the name Noah for a girl is so stinking adorable. Like, little Noah girl. Oh, I really wanted to name our miscarried baby this, and yeah, if it was a girl, I just thought that would be so special. But yeah, he does not like it, so we can't use it. My next name is Sutton, and I think this is like somewhat pretty easy to say. People aren't gonna, the only thing they're gonna screw up is Sutton or Sutton. They're gonna overpronounce it or underpronounce it, or just say it. I don't know. There's not really a nickname for Sutton. It's just a one syllable name. I like that. I think it's 2 syllables. Been out of school for a while. The other name that I really like, this is an Irish name, and I really wanted to use this because my grandpa's last name, so I guess my grandma's last name too, is Conor. And so it's my mother's maiden name, and I thought that would be kind of cool if we had 2 girls to name one, you know, like a maiden name and the other a maiden name, but that's a lot of my family history and not a lot of my husband's. So yeah, I think the name Conley is very cute. It goes with Connell, and yeah, I think if you guys follow Jenna Kutcher, she is like a huge influencer, and she has a podcast that she grew from nothing basically. She worked at Target for a really long time, and she named her little girl Conley, and I just thought it was really cute. So that's where I got that name, and yeah, we're not going with it. So if you use it, I'll be so happy for you. I think it's so adorable. The next name I really love, this is like been around for a long time, but I think it's never going out of style. I love the name Peyton. And that's one, I guess you could overpronounce that, like Sutton, Peyton, yeah. You could just, whatever. I remember hearing Peyton for the first time on an episode of One Tree Hill. Peyton is like one of the main characters in this show, and I think Peyton was like iconic. I loved her. I loved her hair. I thought everything about her was just like so cute and so spunky and cool, and I loved her. But moving on, this is more of a traditional classic name that is kind of like, I think it's really cute. It's Lorelai. It kind of goes along with I think it's funny that I have Rory in my boy names and Lorelai in my girl names, because that's totally, yeah, if you've, what is the freaking show called? What is it? Lorelai and Rory, everyone knows this. Oh my gosh. It's Gilmore Girls. It's Gilmore Girls. I have such bad mom brain. It's hitting me hard. The next name I really like is Henley. I think it's just kind of classic and cute. Like, it's not hard to say, but it's unique. Moving on from there is Ada. Ada, I don't know, honestly, like, if you like this name, that's awesome. It's kind of phased out for me, though. I liked it at one point enough to write it on this list, but it's not, I say it now and I'm like, I don't know if I'd actually use that. Maybe I'd use it. Yeah, I think it's cute. It's got to be your own name though, right? This has been like my number one name for all the years before I got married, because my husband literally made so much fun of it. He thought it was like hilarious that I wanted to use this name, and it's gone out of style for us since then, because yeah, he thinks it's impossible to use that as a baby name. But I love the nickname Gigi, and for Gigi you'd have to have a longer name, like, I don't know, Jillian or something, but I really like the name Evangeline, and I'm obsessed with Evangeline Lilly from Lost. I thought she was so cool, another iconic TV character when I was growing up, and yeah, I think Evangeline is just like a classic, beautiful name, but you could also have a cute little nickname, Gigi. I guess you could also have the nickname Evie. A lot of people like that, or E. That's kind of in now. But I think it's pretty. It hurts my heart to bring this up, because I'm like, why does my husband not even consider it? I'm down to my last name, and it's Willa. I think Willa is like, I can see a little Willa running around with like curly blonde hair, like tight curls, you know, and just like kind of that just like baby chub that just stays until she's 5. And I think Willa would be, it's just the most adorable name, and I think it's an adorable girl. I think you can't attach it to anything else. It's easy to say, it's unique. So cute. Anyways, these are all my baby names. I'm gonna give you guys a bump shot because it's been so long. It's not overwhelmingly big, but it's hard to roll over at night now. Like, I'm to that point for sure. But yeah, make sure you guys subscribe below. I'm so excited to make more content. I'm so excited to be feeling more energetic. I'm loving your guys' comments. Thank you so much for sharing your journeys with me. If you haven't watched my earliest symptoms of pregnancy, go watch that now. That's definitely one of my favorite videos to make. I think it's so cool to try to predict if you're going to be pregnant or not, and it kind of goes along with my whole theme of predicting gender and yeah, not knowing. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you in my next video.